welcome to the course on Curriculum Studies in Physics. This course is made up of 6 units, and in Unit 1, we'll be looking at the concept of curriculum. Now, the first session of Unit 1, you look at the views of curriculum. My name is Patrick Eji. Now, at the end of this session, you should be able to give a general definition of curriculum, and 2, give at least 2 different definitions of curriculum. Now let's zoom in to what a curriculum is. Now, what is a curriculum? What is a curriculum? Now, when we ask this, you realize that there will be no single best definition to be given to curriculum, depending on your perspective or your point of view. So curriculum has been defined by different authorities from different points of view. However, we will take a general definition. And we are saying this definition is general because it touches on almost all the initiatives that takes place in the school. And the general definition was given by Kenneth. And to Kenneth, curriculum refers to the frameworks and the guides that set forth educational philosophy statements, the general goals, the specific objectives, the learning activities, the teaching strategies, and the assessment procedures, all taken as a whole. So when we put all these together, we are saying that this is a generalized definition in that it touches on all the initiatives, all the activities that takes place in the school. So every curriculum must have a rationale. A curriculum must have a general goal. Now, these general goals are translated into specific objectives. However, there must be learning activities and teaching strategies which will ensure that these objectives are being achieved. Then, after achieving, how do we assess that the objective set has been achieved? Unless we assess. So all the procedures of assessment must also be taken into consideration. So looking at the various points that have been raised in this definition, the definition by Kenneth is taken as a general definition of curriculum. However, curriculum has also been defined by other authorities. So let's look at the other definitions. And we're going to take a first definition by Negley and Evans in 1967. And to Negley and Evans, they defined curriculum as all the planned learning experiences that is provided by the school to assist the learners in attaining designated learning outcomes to the best of their ability. So all the activities that we put together to ensure that the learner's fullest potential is achieved or attained is what Negley and Evans term as a curriculum. We also take another definition given by Kerr in 1968. And to him, the curriculum is the planned or is the learning which is planned or guided by the school, whether it is carried on in groups or individually, whether inside or outside the school. So all the things that is done either in the school or outside the school. So things that happen in the classroom and those that happen outside the classroom constitute a curriculum. We also take another definition from Dawes 1978. And to R.C. Dawes, he defined the curriculum of a school as the formal and the informal contents and the processes by which learners gain knowledge and understanding. They develop skills and sometimes modify or alter these skills, their appreciation of values under the auspices of the school. So when you look at the definition given by Dawes, you realize that it is much wider than the one given by Evans and Negley as well as Kerr, in that Dawes defined the curriculum to to now focus on the formal and the informal content and processes. So what happens, what is documented, and those that are not documented, this constitutes a curriculum. And the kind of learning which involves knowledge acquisition, modification of attitudes, acquisition of skills and values. All these make up what we call a curriculum according to Dawes. Now we will take a final definition given by Albert Oliver. And to Oliver, he defines curriculum in terms of its content. And in content, he said that the curriculum is made up of basically three elements. And these three elements are the program of study, the program of activities, and the program of guidance. So that is Oliver's definition of curriculum in terms of its content. Now, what does Oliver mean when he mentioned a program of study, a program of activity, and a program of guidance? So let's look at what he means by that. So when he mentions program of study, he was referring to what people learn in school in terms of the subjects and topics. So in other words, everything that is contained in the syllabus is what he refers to the program of study. So a typical example is the senior high school physics syllabus that is currently being used. That is a typical example of a program of study. Now, with a program of activities, refers to the activities students engage in. So in the classroom, we have things like writing, drawing, dramatization. Outside the classroom, we can have physical exercises. We can have co-curricular activities. We can have science club societies, science practical activities. All these activities are put in place to ensure that the various objectives specified in the syllabus is being achieved. And the program of guidance is concerned with helping the learners in the area of behavior, psychological problems, definition and expansion of interest, learners choosing their subjects, learners choosing their future careers, and modifying their attitudes. So in guidance, the teacher has to now guide the learner, explain to the learner, these are the kind of subjects, or this is what you must take if you want to, or if you are interested in these kinds of career. So there is the program of guidance, which will ensure that we help the learners so that their interest towards a particular career is being developed. Now we have looked at a general definition of curriculum, and we have also looked at definitions given by different authorities. We saw that the generalized definition was given by Kenneth, and then other perspectives, we had definitions from Negley and Evans. Kerr also gave out his definition, and the last one that we look at was the definition given by Oliver. And he defined the curriculum in terms of its content. And he made mention that in terms of content, the curriculum is made up of three basic elements, which are the program of study, the program of activities, and the program of guidance. Now, in your own words, how will you define curriculum? So as you think about the answer to give, we will end here, and when we meet in our next session, I will take your own definition of a curriculum. Thank you.